Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I want to give my appreciation to the World Bank team and the team at the Executive Office of the President for organizing the launch of this long-awaited project. I will say from the onset that this is a very important project. We very well know that it's a life-changing project. It's going to change the lives and the social status and the economic status of the refugee-affected populations in Garissa County. I also want to reiterate that this project is a blessing. But the way things are, it may also be a curse. And I want to say this authoritatively. If we go back to the timelines, this project was signed between the World Bank and the government of Kenya in May 2017. May 2017 was when this project was signed. This loan, which will be repaid by our great-grandchildren, which everyone of us here will repay, was signed between the World Bank and the government of Kenya in May 2017. As per the documents available, this project was initially targeted to start sometime in July 2017. We are in December. I'll say December because we will be there in a few days' time. 1 year, 7 months down the line, it has not left the executive office of the president. And by the way, this is not an eternal project. It has a timeline. The life of this project is 5 years. We have already taken 1 year and 8 months. We are left with only 3 years and barely a few months to implement a project of this magnitude. As members of parliament, as representatives of the people, we feel disappointed in the slow progress of this project. We feel disappointed in the slow progress of this project. Those men in Modogashi, those men in Fafi, and those youths in the back should have benefited this project a long time ago. We have shared our concerns with the authorities at the Executive Office of the President many times, numerous times. The facilitating partners who are supposed to help, because we are told this is a community-driven development, where it is bottom up. The needs has to come from the people on the ground. Who is supposed to help people to have capacity to see their priorities? It is the facilitating partner. It has taken almost like a year or more for the expression of interest to be released. 4 months down the line, the facilitating partners have not been brought on board. And by the way, nothing can move without those facilitating partners. Because we have this project, it is structured the way it goes, who is responsible for it and everything. So what does that mean? Another half a year or a year, bringing the participation on board, facilitating partner on board. That is worrisome. That's worrisome. And that's why we're here to say that there are some serious gaps and there are some serious things that need to be corrected. If we are to realize those huge and numerous outcomes presented by the project coordinator a while ago. If we are talking of irrigating land, if we are talking of having water, if we are talking of education, uplifting, if you are talking of improving the health, facilities, it's not something you can do in 3 or 4 or 5 days or few months. We risk, this money getting returned if we don't do this project on its timeline. We therefore request as quickly as possible these facilitating partners be brought on board. And I think the World Bank team here has a responsibility. The World Bank team needs to push for this project. Of course, I know the World Bank team is getting a loan serviced by the Kenyan government. But you see, it is the taxpayers, the people we represent, and the people whose investments we oversight that's going to pay the burden and the brunt of this, for the lack of implementation of this project. We need this to move it very fast. You remember a few months ago, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, was so much disappointed. Really, Kenya, they speak prepared for him. Because what the feedback was coming from the common man on the ground and what was existing in paper in the offices was totally different. They were totally different. And as he's saying that, he feels, actually has apologized to those people. These are the same people who are silencing because this project is supposed to help these people. And I echo the sentiments of the minority leader. Even the implementation of the county integrated development plan, some of these, the allocation of resources in some of these sub-counties has not been given priority because everybody knows that there is a World Bank project of 10 billion coming for these sub-counties. And not by the way, we don't have to engage in PR exercises. We really have to do the job. My second point is that resource allocation again in terms of personnel and logistics. Turkana as a county has one sub-county beneficiary and same for Wajir. In terms of personnel for the social safeguards and environmental safeguards, Garissa County, which has 3 sub-county beneficiaries, has one social safeguard and one environmental safeguard. That itself is something we see as a gap. We would like to have a social safeguard and environmental safeguard for each sub-county, so that this work has to move on. The government of Kenya might be very serious about this project, and we know it. We know they are serious about this project. We know that they really want to help. This new project is envisioned to open up the northern part of Kenya, which has lagged behind for a long time. The government, I know, is so much committed in putting a lot of resources. But the implementation team must up their game to ensure these projects are implemented. You will realize you might be having some beautiful presentations in ballrooms, but when you hit the ground, when you hit the road, you might be surprised that you have a lot of challenges. That's why we need to move this project to the implementation first as quickly as possible. And finally, our sentiments here should not be misconstrued to mean that we don't want this project or we are opposing this project. This project is at our hearts. We only feel the pain because we have numerous projects in this region. Many projects, failed projects, because it was not implemented. We are speaking out of experience, out of past experience. With those few remarks, I wish to thank all the participants here